wondering about the future, trying to talk with the deceased loved ones? Well, you can check out world-famous psychic John Edward tomorrow at the Neil Blaisdell Center as he crosses over from the physical to the spiritual world. He's been interviewed by Larry King, among other journalists, about communicating with the dead, and we are very psyched to have John Edward here with us. It's not John Edwards, it's John Edward, not the politician, but the psychic.
John Edwards, S for Senator.
Exactly.
John Edward, D for dead guy.
Well, we're glad to have you with us. What do you tell people who, there are a lot of people out there who say, I don't believe in that kind of stuff. How do you convince them that it truly exists or what you do is valid?
You know, I don't even try. Like, that would be too hard of a task to try to go out of my way to try to give people a belief system. So, to me, I just do what I do, and if it works for people and I can help them, then awesome. But I think that people who are skeptical play a pivotal role in keeping balance, and I think it's important to always question. You know, there's a difference between skepticism and cynicism. Cynicism means nothing is possible, and usually people are coming from a place of ignorance, and they're not understanding the subject matter. But when you're skeptical, I think it's important, because what if you're dealing with people who claim to do this and can't? Like anything, so.
How did you become a psychic? What's the background? How did you?
Well, I was 15. I was skeptical, and my family had a woman come to the house to do readings, and I went to debunk her. I wanted to show them that she wouldn't be able to read me. So to say that at 15 she changed my life, she really did. She told me then that I would be, you know, internationally known, writing books, lecturing around the world, on TV. I was 15, so I was like looking at this girl, like this woman, like she was absolutely insane. But you know, here I am, 41. A few years later, and everything she said to me that day has happened.
I'm somewhat of a skeptic. How do you communicate with dead people?
Well, it's energy. Right now, this station is broadcasting a signal. How are you in people's homes right now? You're really not there, but your energy is there, your voice is there, your connection is there, because a signal is being dispersed, a frequency is being picked up by a transmitter. So I act like a TV, and they act like the station, and I play whatever it is that's coming through, just not as clear as what people are saying.
Do you have a memorable moment communicating with the deceased and relaying that communication back to someone? Is it fair to say that you're like the Whoopi Goldberg in that movie Ghost, where she's trying to communicate with a dead person?
Yes, I'm like that, just not as funny nor as black. But the reality of it, I think the most pivotal moment for me, I think what's really amazing is when you make a connection for someone and it's not for them, and then they have to leave and pass on a message to somebody who's not present. Because it shows them that it's not about John Edward, the medium. It's really about the process, because then in that case, that person who's passing the message on becomes the medium.
All right. Very quickly, do you have any projections for the UH Boise State game? Can you be a psychic?
No, I don't do sports.
Okay. Well, Mahea, let's send it back to you. Of course, if you want to see the interview, you can check out the interview again on our website at kitv.com. Let's send it back to you, Mahea.